Well, Fox News alert now. A white Cleveland police officer, Michael Bruno, who shot and killed two unarmed black citizens, was cleared of criminal charges. Overnight protests erupting throughout the city. The Justice Department now promising to review the case. So is this the new standard operating procedure for the federal government? Joining us now are law enforcement experts, former homicide detective Rod Wheeler and former prosecutor David Bruno. Guys, nice to see you both this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Clayton.
Rod, I want to start with you. What do you make of this DOJ investigation? We already know that they looked into what unfolded at the Cleveland Police Department. What would be new this time?
Well, I think what they're going to really specifically look at is whether or not Officer Bruno, as well as 4 or 5 other of his colleagues, could perhaps face federal charges to some degree. And actually, Clayton, that is the DOJ's responsibility to look into cases like this. Not every case like this, but a number of cases like this. And especially right now, Clayton, because of the, what's going on around the country, I think they do have a duty and an obligation to do so.
David, do you agree?
Do they have an obligation? They can. I think it's a good idea, especially with the protests and things like that. We've seen this happen in the Ferguson case where the DOJ came in and issued an extensive report actually clearing those police officers. Is it a good idea? Yes, I do agree.
Rob, what do you make of the protests overnight and what the mayor has said to try to tamp down some of the emotions that are running high this morning and trying to make sure that this city doesn't turn into Ferguson? You were on the streets of Ferguson.
That's right. And I'll tell you, I grew up on the streets of Cleveland. As a matter of fact, I have several relatives as members of the Cleveland Police Department. And I can tell you, Clayton, that people there, as well as all around the country, are very frustrated right now. Look, the verdict yesterday was obviously a significant blow to that community. There's no justification for the officers' actions, even though we have to respect the decision of the courts. So I think what we're going to continue to see in this country are uprisings such as what we saw in Ferguson and Baltimore until we can find a way to come together to try to get rid of some of these issues that we have. We have to deal with it, and it's not going to get any better, Clayton. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
David, you understand some of these emotions, right? 137 shots fired, 13 officers involved in this, a 22-mile chase. And it all started when their car backfired in front of police headquarters. No shots were fired. Their car backfired, and that led all these police on this high-speed chase. Was this acquittal appropriate?
I believe it was. And for those who disagree or don't understand, I would invite people to read the 43-page opinion by Judge O'Donnell. There's 2 real substantial legal issues in this case, one of which was causation and what shots caused the decedent's death. There were 13 police officers that fired shots, 137 shots fired. There were 4 fatal to the male, 7 fatal to the female, and in the end, the state could not prove what shots were fired by Breslow. That was the basis of the acquittal.
Rod, are you worried about police becoming the target again after what we saw here in New York City, what we saw in Brooklyn? Are we afraid we're going to face the same problem like Baltimore, Ferguson, New York all over again?
Absolutely we are, and not just with Cleveland. I think with other cases as well. I mean, let's face it, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And until we start addressing these problems, Clayton, we're going to continue to see riots all across this country.
Rod and David, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Thanks so much.
Sure. Thank you, Clayton.